of the Confederation at this time. YachtMaster doing a brilliant job those first two games. And something I want to talk about here, I'm going to do a little bit of shameless self-promotion, is you probably see in our lobby right now that there's a little icon here, and it's kind of a beta icon right now. Actually, I should probably not have this up, but I would like to announce that the rival StarCraft 2 League will be coming up here in the next couple of weeks. So what is the rival StarCraft 2 League? It kind of has the same intent as the Ascended StarCraft 2 League, which is to provide an environment for competitive play for non-professional players. So yeah, it's a tournament that I'm hosting myself and I'm producing. I'm doing this in partnership of Rival. That's why it's called the Rival StarCraft 2 League, and it's gonna be pretty exciting. We're gonna be saving esports, guys. Kappa. No, but seriously, it's gonna happen. Details to be announced this week or at the very latest next week. We're still kind of getting the final details going. So, we're it's kind of volunteer ran right now at this state, and the prize pool is being thrown in by myself. So this is unless there's more donations that come in, if you feel like supporting my stream and increasing that prize pool, feel free to donate by clicking the PayPal button at the bottom of the stream. Obviously you see the player, and then if you scroll down you'll see my poorly set up profile. If anyone's interested in donating graphics to me, yeah, let's do that. No, well, maybe we'll consider it. But anyways, so yeah, you can donate via PayPal, and 100% of the donations between now and the end of this tournament will go directly towards the prize pool. So the prize pool is $200. This is $200 that's coming out of my wallet, and this is the hard-earned cash that I got from working long hours today in the past like 3-4 weeks. Man, I've been putting in so many hours at work. Being salaried non-exempt kind of has its drawbacks. So we're actually going to see a Protoss vs Zerg game again for game number 3 on merry-go-round. So that game is just about started. So it is... to answer your question in the chat, it is not the RSL3. It's actually just called the RSL because this is actually going to be a league. This is going to be a league that you're going to sign up for to be a participant. And I mean, it's kind of work like the Kespa League, where you're part of the league, and that makes you eligible to be in certain tournaments. In this case, it'd be my tournament that I'm going to be hosting. So it's going to be... and it's open to all players too, so it's not just Rival, it is actually going to be open to all players. It's just called Rival StarCraft 2 League because it's in partnership with Rival Gaming at this time. So I'm happy to announce that. More details to come out. I need to type up Team Liquid and Team Liquid and Reddit thread for that. So in the 2 o'clock position as a Protoss, he is on a 2-kill streak. He is what in Halo we'd call this a double kill. It is Confederation's YachtMaster. And in the 10 o'clock position as the blue Zerg player, looking to get Rival going on a win streak here, maybe, possibly, it is Rival's Cold. So this is game number 3. It's merry-go-round. We do see that the pylon is placed at the natural for the Confederation for the Protoss players. So it looks like he's going to do another forge first and maybe do a pylon cannon block. And photon cannon rush maybe possibility. So that's always open. While the Zerg player look like he's getting his 15 pool here. So kind of looking like the first game with MDK or MD Knights. So but it is merry-go-round. There's 3 possible spawning locations. There's the 2 that we've introduced, and there's the 1 at the 3rd. So kind of the big thing about this map is that depending on the spawning location will depend on where you expand, and kind of it won't really dictate the the aggressiveness, it may, but there's not really too much of a difference in aggressiveness. Just kind of more of where you're placing your bases and how you position your army when you're moving out and such. So the only watchtower is in the center, so it's going to be watching for activity in the center. But when it comes to going around, hence why it's called merry-go-round, that's up to the player to be able to scout that and to be able to know where that army movement is. So, yeah. To answer the question, can pros play? No, they cannot. This league is actually intended to give non-professional players a competitive experience that compares to ideally the GSL. Obviously, it'll be a free 1080p stream because Kappa, I'm saving esports. Okay, that joke never gets old. But I also don't have paywalls up because, you know, I don't get enough traffic on my stream. So if you want to help with that, make me more of a GOM-like organization, tell your friends, and so I can make it so... Kabos, you can't be talking here. Let the players concentrate. Let the players concentrate. But, yeah, so we're looking to get the stream going. I'm always going to be streaming either my games playing, whether it's StarCraft or if I'm taking a break and playing Counter-Strike, and I'll be casting Clan Wars from this channel. But when it comes to this league, I'm going to have an alternate Twitch channel, an official one for that. So that's going to be coming up here shortly. So like I said, details to be announced, signups to be announced. This will be just for non-professional players. Basically, what qualifies you as a non-professional player is that you're not associated with the professional esports organization. So that's going to be like Evil Geniuses, Team Liquid, Root, and such. One interesting thing that actually was brought to my attention was, what about seed players? Because they're, you know, kind of halfway between being a pro player and not being a pro player. Like, what does that entail? And I mean, like I said, we're getting the details figured out here. So, like I said, those details, God damn it, that's going to be what I'm going to say. That's going to be what I'm saying a lot. Like I said. So, MDK, you better drink 4 or 5 times for that. So, Rival, I wouldn't consider Rival Gaming to be a professional StarCraft 2 clan, so players will be eligible. It's when you kind of start joining these organizations like Acer and the ones that are more active in the esports scene, the ones that have players that are actually playing for money's sake and such like that. So apparently, Rekka, you're calling yourself a pro, so if that's the case, you can't play. So back to this game though, robotics facility is going down for Protoss players, so it looks like he's going for an immortal push, just like the last time. Only this time he's doing a 3-gas variation of it, so just less tech behind it. So we see gateways going down and warp gates being worked on, and we see the +1 grounds weapon and being researched. Metabolic boost is at 20 seconds, and Zerg missile attack +1 is starting, and the Roach Warren is just about done here. Did we miss him going to lair? We did not, actually. So it's interesting that he has 2 gases at this point, so he probably got those around the 40 supply. Catching up right there, all that other stuff, blah, 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 so forth, so forth. Lots of talking. Lair is starting for a Zerg player, so he's looking to get Roach speed once that happens, and I'm guessing what players have been doing a lot is that they've been getting Hydras to help defend against his Mortal all-in push. So I'm guessing that's what he's going to go. Maybe he's going to go the fast Spire route, but we do see the Protoss player getting his 3rd, so he's going to get his 3rd before moving out, so that's interesting. The probe is moving out within the site of the Zelnaga Tower, so we're going to see if Cold picks up on that, and it looks like he is. He's searching for that pylon, or he's starting to search for that pylon. So 2 Zerglings are like, okay, where is he? But oh, that Zerg play, those Zerglings are not going to find him. Checking for probes right here, checking for pylons, you know, all the fun stuff. Overlord is here, so he's going to see that the 4th gas is being taken. So that should kind of cue him in on something. That attack's probably going to be coming soon because he's going to start getting his gas units at that point. Something to note here is that there are 2 little openings here, so he's going to need 2 zealots to block. So if a Ling run by comes in, they could actually get in if the Zerg player identifies it. So Zergling's just missing this probe again. They're not going to see this pylon that goes down. So, but we do see a ton of roaches camping out right here. So this could be, oh, found the probe. And that means a pylon somewhere. So his spidey senses are going to kick in. But he's not going to be able to find this. He's kind of been elusive. He is going to continue to look. Is he going to look down here? Nope. He is not. We see more Zerglings going around the map. He's getting frantic. He can't find that pylon. He found the probe, but we do have the Zergling on the outside. He's actually going to see the third base is up and running. So he knows he shouldn't engage those cannons because they're tucked away between there. But he's going to go up to the front and see what's up. There is a cannon there. A sentry comes out. If he should really grab that sentry. Oh, but he's just going to go for the third, I think. Nope. He's going to dance around. It looks like he's going to be the one aggressing. We do see a Hydralisk den and an infestation pit going down. Roach speed's about to activate. The photon overcharge is baited out. And it looks like the roaches are going to come up and do some damage. 2 Colossi being pumped out. So once those Colossi are out, things will be safe for the Protoss player. But the Zerg player can try to get some damage done. But with the photon overcharge and going up the ramp on against a decent-sized gateway army with tons and tons of force fields, probably not ideal at this point. So, not to mention that Colossus are about to pop right now. So, getting those double Colossus up is going to really get things rolling. So, Groove Spine's happening, so he's getting for the range before the speed. He looks like he's getting his hive right away, actually. So, we're seeing it's a 13 minutes and 20-second hive. No, yeah, 13 minutes 40-second hive is when it's going to come. So, what direction he's going to go? He's probably going to go get some Vipers. He's going to yoink. He's going to start the yoinking. And he still hasn't found this pylon yet. So, yeah, we're just going to talk like 20 million miles per hour at this point. But we could be seeing some swarm hosts. I don't think we'll be seeing it because we've probably would have seen Enduring Locusts right away, but maybe he's keeping that open for himself. Blink is starting for our Protoss player, and another set of Colossus are about to come up. We see +1/+1 for our Protoss. That's armor and attack right there. And we see Muscular Augments is being researched, so he's finally getting that Hydra speed coming right up. So, it's interesting that he's going hive right now, but he hasn't placed a spire down, which I would suspect would mean that he's wanting to go a different route with this. But I'm not sure. I haven't really identified how he wants to go forward. So 4 Colossus in this Gateway army, and it looks like +2 is started, so that's going to take its jolly old time to get. A little bit of pressure on that base will force a cancel right there from our Zerg player. If he, he doesn't get the cancel, so he loses those 300 minerals. Looks like it's going to take out the queen. It's going to take out some stuff. This creep tumors, that's what I meant to say. And, yeah, it's just going to do some damage. The Roach Hydra army is looking to get a little bit, get a position, but they do take out the Zealot run by. Losing a couple drones there. So, they killed 3 workers with that. So, another round of Zealots are being warped in. They're going to go to the left. And I must have missed a Spired Gun up because... Where did that Spire go? Oh my god, am I blind or... Guys, am I actually blind or... Where... Oh, I could just do this. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. You get the infestation pit for Vipers, don't you? Oh my god, and I call myself a Zerg player. What the... Oh my god. Ugh. Man. So, Zerglings are going to run. They're going to run into all these Zealots. And they're going to go ahead and take out this pylon. So, good for them. This should prevent that. And then we see Colossus are being abducted. 3 of them. So, that's 3 Colossus out. That's a lot of damage done. But these Vipers don't have any energy. And we're going to get some more positioning right here. And the Zerg army actually has enough enough in an army that if he got a really good surround, he would be able to take out this fine. But any other engagement like this one, may be detrimental. Storm's going down. That's going to take out a ton of... Oh, that makes me cry as a Zerg player. All the AoE damage, all the AoE is gone for a Zerg player, or a Protoss player. And our Zerg player is going to retreat back because there's a Warp Prism in the main. So Roach is starting to take care of these zealots, but they're going to take out the Geyser. They're taking out workers. We see Spine Crawlers going down, but they're going to take out more workers. The Roaches are going to clean it up, but we do see that there's a Warp Prism right here. So doing a lot of economic damage at this point. He's going to need to replace those drones at this time, but just going to get the 3 Spine Crawlers for now. We do see the Zealots are looking to do some damage, but there are already 3 Spine Crawlers here. So they should be able to hold, plus the army being nearby, you know, not too much damage, just a little bit of damage on this first Spine Crawler. And of course, it's going to regenerate health because it's a Zerg unit. So, Ninja expansion being placed down on the bottom, and oh, is he actually sniffing that out? No way. Oh, he's just checking for a pylon again. So, ooh, very, very lucky. Very, very lucky. Another Zealot run by is being placed right here, and it looks like he should probably put put some Spine Crawlers up here as well. So, but it looks like he's just gonna move his army around. We do see the spires being created, so it looks like he's gonna get the Muta transition in place as the Colossus are ramped up again. Zealot run by is going to take out a bunch of workers here. Takes out 2 or 3 workers, and the army is going to come to take care of that. So workers are going to return back once the Zealots are cleaned up, and that's going to prompt the Zerg player to do something, except for that the main army is coming in. He's going to have storms. He has AoE damage, and there's going to be Zealot Warpins in the main. They're going to go ahead and try to take out this Hydra Den. We do see a very long-reaching Spine Crawler, actually. So Protoss army is in the in the main, or in the center of the map. They're going to retreat back at this point. The Zealots actually win a lot, so they're actually kind of uncontested at this moment in time. So, drink MDK, drink. So they're going to focus down the Roach Warren as well. This could be very, very detrimental. We do see the Hydra Den was remade back here, but back at the natural, but the Roach Warren is going down. That's pretty devastating, but luckily he was thinking ahead to get the Roach Warren. We do see the Probe's going to place another pylon down so he can continue to do those run-bys. Another Zealot's here. He's going to pedaddle some more. Take it out easily. That is a ton of Hydras right there. Probes being transferred. There's about 16 of them, so obviously because the main is mined out now, almost, except for those 15 or the 100 minerals right there, so not even worth keeping them there. The Zerg player should notice the pylon. He's mad at himself right now. I think he realized something, and yeah, now he's gonna try to get this engagement going. So he notices a Tempest actually, so that's probably why he was mad. We did miss that Stargate transition, but we do see the engagement's gonna happen. So big storms going down. They're gonna take out all these Hydras, taking out the Colossus. 1 1 1 1 1 2 3, and these storms are just gonna take out everything. But we do see there's gonna be the Ultralisk and Zergling Remax. So Zergling plus 1 attack is being researched, and Chitinous, it's Chitinous plane is starting. So they're going to be popping up here shortly, and this base will be under siege, and then we'll be taken out. But we do see that the Tempests are still unanswered for right now. So Zerglings are here and a couple Ultralisks, but 8 more is on their way. Looks like we're seeing the upgrade for Phoenixes, so they're going to get more range, and Zerglings are going to stream in, and Ultralisks are going to follow, and Storms take out Zerglings like that. But we see the big blink is going to get them up on the top of the ledge. Ultralisk is able to kind of reach up because they just got one of those Colossus that wasn't completely up, but So we're gonna see kind of an Ultralisk Hydra composition going on here, folks. So Ultralisks are gonna try to do a lot of damage here, and they actually do a lot of damage, but the Tempest does a lot of damage against Ultralisks. But good thing there's so much health. So Hydra's gonna come out one by one and gonna get taken out one by these Tempests, and these Ultralisks are just gonna chill out underneath because why not? First Tempest goes down, finally. The one Hydra versus whatever. And yeah, we do see the Void Ray transition, so looks like he's gonna commit to being full Sky Toss, except for he's placing a Dark Shrine now. So he's gonna get the run bys going to be even more powerful as long as there's no detection. So Zerg player is kind of under siege. He really needs to get another base. It's a little grim for him. The Protoss player has 4 bases and is getting his 5th right now, while he's on 3 bases and not even mining from one of them. So really, he's just like a 2-base Zerg, 1-base Zerg economy. So he pretty much, I think he knows that this is the end. So he's gonna do the best he can. There's that fourth base he needed a long time ago, and yeah, I'm not really sure if our Zerg player is gonna be able to pull this out. We see the Protoss player basically getting the most ultimate army in the world, so that's happening. We do see the War Prism comes in, and the Corruptors are gonna come to snipe him out. This War Prism is now gonna die. Protoss army in the main. I should zoom back in because life. Tempest right here. Zerg. Mostly Ultralisk. A couple of Corruptors. 5 of them. Some Hydras. We're gonna see if this is enough. I'm skeptical that this is enough, but we're gonna see them. They're heading towards the main. The Void Rays start coming out, but the Void Rays do ultra damage against Ultralisk and Corruptors, so I don't know what these Ultras gonna do. And plus the Immortals and all the AoE damage, like, this is probably the most ultimate Zerg army or Protoss army you can get without actually maxing out. So that Zerg army just goes down without anything. 14 Mutalisks aren't going to do shit against this army, and the 22 Lings are definitely not going to do shit against this army. So I think it's safe to say our Protoss player has secured his win, and let's see, storms his own units and snipes his own, and does the Void Ray charging, whatever the hell that thing's called, prismatic alignment against its own units, and the Archons does splash damage against the Colossus, or doing splash damage against themselves, and the Immortals decide to shoot themselves. So that's a lot that could go wrong right there, but it all has to happen, and the statistical probability of that, and plus the Phoenixes, is pretty small. So Hydralisk is then going to go down, but not like he's making Hydralisk no more. He's putting spines all over, so just kind of slow down, and it looks like he's going to try to engage in a base race that he's not even going to win. So yeah, so that's happening. We see another base being taken by our Zerg player, kind of in the center north position, and no Stalkers are going to be able to be warped because the Cyber Core is powered down. But we do see this Deathball army. It's going to take out a lot of these, and there's a bunch of Zerglings here. They're going to go suicide because they're not even going to kill. Oh, they kill single zealots, so I guess their life wasn't for naught. We do see that the Mutalisks are just kind of going to take their own dandy time. Phoenixes are here. They anticipated the Mutalisk switch, so the Photon Overcharge, which apparently is still, the Mothership Core is still alive, and the Phoenixes are going to result in a GG. And it looks like I'm being corrected. It looks like you can still warp in Stalkers when the Cyber Core is unpowered, which is completely bullshit in my opinion, in my professional opinion. Okay, maybe not. But looks like chat's been picking up a little bit, so I'm going to read that as I'm going to babble on about that. This was game number 3 that was won by Confederation player Yacht.